Hey guys, Ash here for the Guns and Brews. Happy Friday, and we are back in lockdown. Unfortunately, yes, since kind of coming into Thursday morning, Ireland are back in a level 5 lockdown. It is a shame. We're back pretty much to where we are, or should I say, where we were at the beginning of March. It's sad to see us, unfortunately, in the situation. Um, it means that if you were lucky enough to find an outdoor place that was able to you were able to watch Everton games, that is now gone. So I do feel sorry for a lot of guys that just were not able to. I won't. The last couple of weeks have been. We haven't been able. Obviously, for the last number of months, we haven't been able to meet up as our normal group. It is such a shame, and now even more so. Now we kind of you are restricted to watch the games pretty much at home, and not meet up with friends and all that kind of stuff. A different number of factors, of course, have been blamed for the increase in COVID cases, and regardless how we feel about it, it's up to us now as the general public to let's get these cases back down. So everyone needs to keep safe and obviously abide by the guidelines. Anyway, on a more happier note, this is the preview to Sunday's game, Southampton versus the Mighty Blues, of course. Still top of the league at the moment, but obviously a certain Aston Villa are playing Leeds United this evening, so hopefully Leeds can do us a favour and keep us top of the league for another bit longer. So that's, they're playing extremely well like ourselves. They're 4 from 4. We've now obviously played the extra game from the derby on Sunday. It's we have to do things for ourselves and not obviously relying on other teams. Anyway, 2 o'clock kickoff on Sunday on Sky. We have three major injuries, so three key players are missing. Obviously, we lost Seamus Coleman on Sunday in the derby. Richarlison got himself sent off, and James Rodriguez has had also injured himself during the game. I think he has said himself that it was from a tackle by Virgil van Dijk. I could be wrong in saying that, could be Virgil van Dijk, but obviously the real key one is Richarlison. We've lost his goal scoring threat and his playing threat, so it'd be interesting to see how the team shapes up with that. Does John Joe Kenny come in for Coleman, or does he go with Ben Godfrey? Because Ben Godfrey had a great game as far as I'm concerned against Liverpool. So who plays in place of Richarlison? Does Bernard get the game? Yes, I know this guy can play. He had a very very good first season with us. The poor lad has had mental issues over the last while, but I think if he gets in, gets a good game, and gets a run of games in the side, I think that's good for him. And obviously the other one would be obviously James Rodriguez. What happens there? Who comes in? Um, so Carlo has a lot of different decisions to make for this game, and it's not going to be an easy game. We know our record against Southampton at St Mary's hasn't been great in the last couple of years. The last big one I can think of was the 3-0 win a couple of years back, when we had Lukaku. So if we have any aspirations of a top 4, a top 6, a top anything, we need to be beating teams like, no disrespect to Southampton, we need to be beating them, no disrespect whatsoever. We need points away from home. We really need to make sure that it's not just a couple of away wins we get. We need to get as many away points as possible if we are going to be up there. So there's been also talks for Pickford to be dropped and Olsen coming in. Now, in fairness to Carlo Ancelotti, he has stuck up for Jordan Pickford, and I think if we took him out of the side and played Olsen, I think that would play on Pickford's mind, thinking he had something to blame for that accident. Thinking that there was malice involved in the injury to Virgil van Dijk, which they're still going on about, but nothing about the old tackle from Robertson on Allen. Nothing there, of course. No, let's get the player banned for a number of games, all that kind of jazz. Going into the starting lineup, I would keep Pickford in goal. Me personally, I would go with Godfrey, Mina, Keane, and Luca Dean. Then the midfield trio of Alan Decore and Gomez. Some people I've seen on the social media, they bring in Gylfi Sigurdsson. The reason why I'd say no is a lot of Southampton players are quite pacey, quite fast, dynamic players. So I think just Gomez just has that little edge of pace on Gylfi Sigurdsson. Maybe, we'll see what Carlo does. And then a front three of Iwobi, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, hopefully keeps his goal scoring record going. And I would give Anthony Gordon the nod. I think he'd be chomping at the bit to get back into the team. So I think from a Southampton's point of view, the one that we have to watch out for, of course, is our good old pal Danny Ings, the ex-Red, who always seems to score against us and then does nothing for 10 or 11 games. It's Murphy's Law, as they call it. Just always seems to do well against us. Score wise, it's a difficult one to call. The neutral would say a lot of goals in it. I would agree there's be a lot of goals in this game, and probably going with a 2-2 draw, but I'm going to go with a 2-1 win, with 18 to 1 shot to get the first goal. Yerry Mina and Dominic Calvert-Lewin continuing in his run. We need to be very cautious, of course, of Southampton. They had a decent result after being 3-0 down against Chelsea to come back and draw 3-3. So they're going to be on form. We should be on relatively good form as well after coming back and doing well against, obviously, the current champions. I think we'll be short, though, in the striking options for the next couple of games, and I think it's sad that we didn't push the effort to bring in Josh King to have that extra person in our striking options. Ellis Sims may get his chance in the coming games. Maybe it's time for him to shine, but I'm sticking with a 2-1 win. There has been news, of course, in the last couple of days of Dominic Calvert-Lewin. We're going to get a 40 million bid from Real Madrid. Not enough. You want to stick a 1 before the 4 and make it 140 million. I'm going with a 2-1 win. Keep us going well in the top end of the table where we should be and aiming to be. And enjoy the game where you can, guys. Stay at home, wash the hands, do the etiquette, all that kind of jazz. Thanks for watching, and we shall see you on Sunday evening with the match reaction. Till then, guys, take care and stay blue.